He's a Director, Marketing and Corporate Communications, Babcock University. Dr. Suleiman Joshua, nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
All right, so we seem to always have this annual ritual of communing together at this time. So you're here. I know the last time you were here was around September last year.
You are right.
So talk to our listeners. Why are you here this morning?
Well, I'm here because of our ongoing screening exercise we began today for the new academic session, the 2024-2025 academic section. For those who apply to come to Babcock University in the next academic section, so we are beginning their screening today.
Okay.
It's a yearly ritual.
That's right.
This year, a number of applicants. We receive a number of applicants.
Like how many? Like how many?
Well, at the moment, it's over 8,000.
8,000?
Yes, and we opened our application portal just over a week ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so that's where some issues already come in. People do complain that sometimes for the Babcock University portal, it doesn't open on time. What's going on?
Yes, we have to be mindful of the regulations, the National University Regulation regarding admission into tertiary institutions. We are very, very law-abiding institution. We're very responsible, and we need to show that responsibility. Recall also that we were the very first private university to be licensed to operate.
Right.
We began our operations in 1999, and we set the template for other private universities.
So this is 25 years down the line now?
Yes. So we have to be obedient. We have to conform to the rules and regulations guiding not just admission exercises into a tertiary institution, indeed regarding academic programs that we run, which is why we do not run any academic program that is not accredited by the National Universities Commission.
All right, we'll talk about those programs now, even as the program moves on. Screening is on, like you said. Is that part of the post-UTME that is normally conducted by most universities?
Yes, it is. It is. And for anyone to participate in the exercise, you have to apply. You have to fill out our application form. The application form is online, and it can be accessed through www.babcock.edu.ng. Okay. www.babcock.edu.ng. You just access that portal. You access the portal, fill out the required details, make application fee payment of 2,000 naira. You use your debit card to make that payment. You don't pay more than that, 2,000 naira.
Right.
That enables you to fill out the application form. You choose the date, the time, the place, the venue you want to join others to participate in the post-UTM screening exercise.
Right.
Well, once you meet the required minimum university requirement, you are free to apply.
Okay. So some will be curious as well. What are the ways that one can get into Babcock University, apart from this screening that you're talking about now for undergrads? What other ways can one come to study at your institution?
Oh, yes. Apart from coming in through JAMB, you can do JAMB direct entry. You can come in through JAMB direct entry if you have the requisite requirements for that. You can also, we have what we call a part-time program.
Okay.
The part-time program is for those who do not have the luxury of time to undertake the full-time academic exercise on daily basis for 1 week. In other words, those who are working and they have little time that they can spare, so they can participate in our part-time program, which runs Friday and Sunday. For you to qualify for the part-time program, it's just for you to have the normal 5 credits O level.
Okay.
All right, and so that entitles you to apply. Once you are shortlisted, you are screened, and you meet all the mandatories, then you are offered admission. Mind you, there is no discrimination between the normal full academic activities which go on campus on a weekly basis and the one that you run as part-time. Okay, no discrimination.
No discrimination at all.
The certificate is of the same status. The certificate is recognized, is genuine. Anywhere you go, it is the quality of the certificate that you have that shows who you are, shows your status, your level of competence, your academic strengths. That,
Right.
of course, gives you your daily bread. So we have that part-time program. We also have what we call the open distance learning program. So
Okay.
for those, again, who don't even have the time, you are at work 24 hours, you can't attend the normal classes, you are not, you don't have that opportunity to school in the normal four walls of the classroom. So you can undertake the distance learning program. The distance learning program is very easy, so it's flexible. So you can run that without going anywhere. You can stay in your house and run the program. You can stay in your office and run the program. All right?
And you still get the same certificate.
You still get the same certificate of the same quality. I need to emphasize
right.
that Babcock is renowned for quality. Babcock is renowned, for competence. Babcock is renowned for, we don't do anything that is below excellence. That is why we say failure is not an excuse in Babcock University. Whatever you do, you must approach it with that level, that mindset of excellence, that I'm going to get the best out of this thing.
That's
and
right.
so we are sure that our students who come to Babcock University, achieve get the best before they leave.
So let's talk about the courses that you have on offer at Babcock. For someone who's listening to us right now and is thinking of, okay, this is the course I would like to go into, what are the courses that you offer?
Yeah, our courses cuts across sciences, basic science, arts, education, technology. So we have School of Science and Technology. We have a School of Law and Security Studies. We have a School of Public and Allied Health. We have School of Engineering. We have School of Computing. We have a School of Environmental Science. We have Veronica Adeleke School of Social Sciences. We have School of Education. We have a School of Basic Clinical Sciences. We have School of Clinical Sciences. Then we have School of Basic Sciences. So these are the various schools we run. We run a school system. There are other universities that run the collegiate system, but we run the school system, and each school has different departments. Indeed, Babcock University does not have no fewer than 40 accredited courses that we run in Babcock University. In addition to the undergraduate program, we have the JUPEP program.
And which one is that?
The JUPEP program is also recognized by the National Universities Commission and JAM. These are people who do not have JAM requirements to enter into the university.
Okay.
But they can go through that program for 1 year, and by the next year, at the end of that year, they can apply for JAM direct entry to give them admission if they meet the requirement, the pass requirement, that is at the credit level in 3 subjects.
Give a scenario now. So somebody who's finishing from secondary school, he didn't do JAM, or perhaps he couldn't do the JAM exams.
Yeah.
How does it work? Through the JUPEP scheme?
Yes, so you did JAM, right? And you failed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you failed because you didn't meet the
cutoff mark.
Yes.
So let's assume that you scored 182 instead of 200.
Instead of 200. And you don't want to sit at home. Wait till next year to write the next JAM. So you just be wasting your time at home. So why don't you just take the other option? The other option is that get yourself busy, all right? Enroll for the JUPEP program. The JUPEP program will now prepare you for A level that will give you entry as a direct entry student to the undergraduate program.
All
so
right,
you are not going to start from 100 level, you are going to start from 200.
All right, so for those who are listening to you right now, Dr. Joshua, why should they put their words in Babcock University? Why? I mean, convince me.
One of the reasons is that it's a very conducive environment. You need to be there. It's fascinating. It's peaceful. It's very friendly. All right? And you are going to meet people from different cultures, people from different countries. We have no fewer than students from 15 countries, 15 African countries.
15 African countries?
Yes,
Wow.
Schooling in Babcock University. Now, we have a diversified body of faculty and staff. they are not just from Nigeria alone, they are from other countries. So we have that. People with different perspective and orientations, all right? And then we have a student body that is very proactive, a student body that is very responsible, a student body that's responsive to the needs of their colleagues.
Right.
Mind you, students of Babcock University are integrated into the governance of the institution. All right. The parents of Babcock University are also integrated into the governance of the institution, which is why we have what we call the PCA, Parent Consultative Forum. So whatever decisions that we take it jointly, collaboratively with the parents, students' body, and of course the owners of the institution as a governing council.
All right.
So that is what some of the things, some of the indicators by which you can judge a university that is responsible, a university that is good. In addition to that, we have mentors among our faculty and staff. All right, people will incrementally add to your knowledge on daily basis. You are free to contact any of them anytime. Call any of them even after classes. All right. Now the facilities are also there. We may not have all the facilities that we need, but we have quality facilities that will enable any student that come to Babcock University to be what? To be properly trained and educated. Right? Please, let me also mention what stands us out.
Right.
Do you know that if you are a student of Babcock University, well, God forbid, and somebody loses his or her dad or her sponsor,
right,
he's not going to drop out. He's not going to drop out because the university will say, oh, so long as we have given you admission to Babcock University, whether you got admitted today and the next day your sponsor, passes away, you are not going to drop out. The university will train you for the rest of the years you are going to you are going to learn in Babcock University.
I'm having some reactions that are coming in for you already, Dr. Joshua. This one says, good morning, Dr. Joshua. How does Babcock University prepare its students for the workforce? Engineer Ola is sending that one in.
Yes, thank you very much. There are two levels to approach education, theory and practical, all right? The basis for the practical exercise is the theory. We give you first the theoretical foundation. Then after the theoretical foundation, we take you through the practical foundation. Through internship, all right, through work study, we get you prepared, all right? Secondly, as we say, we allow our students to be parts of governance of Babcock University. How do we do that? Our student body, they have a constitution that guides and operates them. Okay? So when they are governing themselves, right, they govern themselves in line with the dictates, the rules and regulations of the institution, which is why they are able, for example, at the end of every year, to appreciate the institution, they donate projects to the university to show that, yes, we have been positively impacted, we have been well trained, we have been well mentored. And one of the ways to show our appreciation is to what? Is to give a gift, to gift to the school, something that they will cherish for a very long time. Okay. We have what we call entrepreneurship center.
Okay, and
that entrepreneurship center, trains you, gives you a basic skill that will equip you in addition to whatever degree you have. Right. You learn certain skills. So you upscale your skill, your knowledge, and then you get prepared for the workforce.
Okay, so that answers the question here. This somebody says, hello, Victor. In what ways does the university encourage entrepreneurship and innovation amongst its students? This is Ni from Yaba. All right, that question has been answered. This one says, good morning. Can you discuss the university's scholarship and financial aid programs aimed at supporting students with financial needs? You didn't put your name, by the way.
Yes.
So do you have that? Do you have scholarship?
Yes. One is this. There's what we have work study. That work study, any students who has free time can engage in some works on campus and earn some money as pocket money. Now, we have scholarship for indigent students. Particularly those who are from the community. Oh. So we give them scholarship every year. Okay. Now, there is the train a child, sponsor a child, or train a child scholarship. Okay. That is handled by the student development, by student support office of Babcock University. All right. I just mentioned the Parents Consultative Scholarship that is given to students who lose their sponsors.
Right.
So that one is there. Now, there is scholarship for those who want to study Agric, for example. It's tuition scholarship, because we are interested in food security. And one of the ways to encourage people to study Agric and go into farming is by encouraging them through scholarship.
All right.
There is also the scholarship for those who want to study religious studies.
All right. Okay. I know that time not really our friend, Dr. Joshua, but you can talk so much because you are the mouthpiece of the institution. Let's also hear from someone who's there. I understand that people are sharing their experiences. Someone here is saying, "Good morning, I am Fatima, an alumni of the school." It says, "What support systems are in place to ensure the academic and personal well-being of students at Babcock University?" But I have a student here in the studios, and she'll be joining me right now. All right, so come to the microphone. Good morning.
Good morning. Please, can you take that again?
Okay, no, I'm going to ask you my own questions.
Okay.
That's Fatima, who's an alumni who's contributing on the program. But what's your name? Speak with our listeners this morning.
Ubaka Emanuela. My name is Ubaka Emanuela.
Okay, so you need to project much more to that microphone so that we can hear you very well.
My name is Ubaka Emanuela.
Ubaka Emanuela. All right,
Yes.
so what course are you studying in
I'm
Babcock?
studying mass communication.
Mass communication.
300 level.
How many?
Going to 400.
Oh, 300 going to 400.
Yes.
And I suspect you guys must be having your internship at the moment.
Yes, that's what I'm doing currently.
Okay, so what's the experience like for a student in Babcock University?
It is peaceful. There's no much, too much trouble. There's no much hassle. It is, as long as you follow the rules and regulations of the school and you're mindful, everything will go smoothly. There's the education. The lecturers are very good.
Okay.
They teach very well.
So you would recommend the school?
Yes, I will.
Any day?
Anytime.
Anybody who's coming from abroad wants to put his word in any school in Nigeria, you would say Babcock?
Yes, and it's a faith-based school. It teaches us more on morals and everything. The environment is very conducive.
Okay.
The security, everything is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
In today's world, when we talk about power supply and all those kind of things.
Oh, there's there's almost always lights.
All the time?
Yes,
Okay.
and there's Wi-Fi.
I hope it's not because you are looking at Dr.
No,
Joshua.
I'm not.
All right, so Dr. Joshua, let's talk about the screening exercise as we round off the program this morning.
Yes.
And perhaps you might also want to answer Fatima's question, who's an alumni of your school, who's saying that what support systems do you have in place to ensure that academic and personal well-being of students are upheld at Babcock University?
Yes, our student support services department handles that.
Okay.
Students with psychological issues, students with academic issues. So they handle them, take them through some studies, some processes to ensure that whatever the academic challenges that they have are overcome. Whatever
in today's world where drugs is a major issue even across some campuses and among youths, what is the school putting in place to tackle that in the institution? Do you have anything there?
Yes. One of the things that the university has done is to ensure that there is adequate policing of what's come into the campus. Adequate from the main gate, right, to their various halls. We ensure that anybody who is coming into Babcock University is screened. For example, when students are resuming, what do we do? When they get to the point of checking into their various rooms, we go through their boxes, ensure that there is nothing that is incriminated that can be found there. And if there is any, we fish it out. You're right. And if there is anything that is unwanted, all right, that you have brought into the campus, we find it, all right, and then from there we handle who is responsible for bringing those things on campus.
All right, quickly.
So we try as much as possible to police what comes, whoever comes into campus and how we can.
All right, so the screening that's coming up from when to when?
The screening begins today. It will continue tomorrow in Babcock University, but we have other places, other centers where screenings will come up.
Okay.
We have the Abuja Center, which will come up on the 27th of this month. We have the Port Harcourt Center, which is going to come up on the 29th of this month. We also are going to have another additional screening for the Babcock University Center, apart from the one that we are holding today and the one that will be held tomorrow.
Right.
So, and as I said, you can, for interested applicants, you can just log on to www.babcock.edu.ng. www.babcock.edu.ng, and you can call 080-582-99045.
Let's take that again.
080-582-99045.
582-99045.
Yeah.
All right then. Dr. Suleiman Joshua, it's always a thing of joy having you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
And Ubaka Emanuela. All right, it's nice having you in the studios too. All right, so that's it. You might just want to, try it out. If you have your ward that's picked Babcock University, please go for that screening exercise. A brief break. When we return, we do our birthdays before we delve into Build Right.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí